It's the most wonderful time of the year. We got a new article from Deadline. Power Origins rounds out the cast, including Jason Dearden reprising Raising Kanan role. Production on Supersize Season 1 kicks off. And this article is from Deadline, December 1st. And we also have character description for these 6 characters. But before we jump into this and we see who they are and what they are about, if you like power content, breakdowns, theories, and predictions, we are watching Power Book 4 Force right about now. Hit that subscribe button, turn on your notification bell, hit that like button. Let's get this channel to 60,000 subscribers. And let's look at what could potentially be one of the best spinoffs that we have. Now, this isn't a book. This is actually Origins. And I'm pretty sure there'll be other origin stories that we'll get in the near future. And I think this origin story will be about 3 seasons. First up, we have Jennifer Farron. She's playing Kate Egan, Tommy's mother, melodramatic, attention seeking, and manipulative, especially if she's using and desperate to get her hands on her next fix. Despite this, Tommy is fiercely devoted to her. Now, it's good to see the younger Kate Egan, and now we have confirmation that she's been using since way back when. I'm talking about the early 90s. So that's probably why Tommy's ripping and running the streets. We also know about Teresi. I don't know if we're going to see him or not because Tommy didn't meet him until he was older. Armani Gabriel is playing Jay Boogs. They say he is a sharp, street smart, and scrappy. Jay Boogs is a reliable foot soldier with a good eye for the game. He's one of Ghost and Tommy's most trusted corner boys. So that's good. We're already seeing that they're going to probably be developed as far as when we first see them, and then we may get a flashback to when they actually meet Kanan. You see what I'm saying? So at least we know that they have a crew, and Jay Boogs looks like one of the people that are going to be one of the most loyal to Tommy and Ghost. Lizzie DeSelman plays Jill Wexler, says she's smart, ambitious, a sharp-tongued. Jill is a nurse at the local Queens hospital with big dreams to someday go to medical school. She falls hard for Tommy, but is also quick to call him on his BS. Now, you know I've been calling Tommy out on his BS, but we see that she's a nurse. Now, I wonder how old they actually are. If she's a nurse, so maybe Tommy's messing with an older woman. Maybe they're about 16, 17, maybe, and she might be like 18, 19. We shall see, but this is Jill Wexler. Lenny Platt is playing Lenny Sedell. He's a charismatic, confident finance bro turned fitness entrepreneur. Lenny's business model relies heavily on providing steroids to his elite gym clientele, and he's always looking for a new partner. So that means whatever dope they have, they'll probably start bringing it to the gym because once they get on those steroids, when they get done working out, they're going to need something else to hold them over. So why not? Kanan got that work. James, Tommy, y'all go make it happen. Everett Osborne is playing Omay Murray, a superstar tight end with the New York Jets. Omay invites his pals to an extravagant world of parties, hot women, and hotter cars, all with no strings attached, or so it seems. Again, we got the guy that's providing the steroids. They may link him up with Omay, but also during these parties, they're going to need some party favors. And who else got it? Well, Kanan, Ghost, Tommy. Let's go make some money. Jason Dearden, we bringing him back. Tremont Stinson, y'all remember him. Him and Raquel, they had their little issues, but Tremont is back. And it says he was first introduced in the Power Book 3, Raising Kanan. Tremont was a once trusted associate of the Thomas family who betrayed them. Now, it may be a little bit different. Maybe Kanan doesn't like him, but he sees the potential in James and in Tommy, and he starts giving them a little bit of work. I don't know. We shall see. But Tremont is back. There you go. 6 of the characters that they did introduce. Now, we do have some photos from them actually being on the set recording. Here we got Kanan, young Tommy, young Ghost. Now, I don't know if this is part of the actual episode or this is just them in like a rain suit or something sitting off to the side while they aren't filming. But if they are in this all black, you know they up to some BS. Tommy got the hat on backwards, Scully on James. Kanan out here kicking it because now Kanan is pretty much an OG. This ain't the same Kanan that we knew in the 5 seasons of Raising Kanan. Young Kanan over here posing. Now, this is outside of all of the sets. So once I seen these, I believe that this is just what they're wearing while they're sitting around waiting. Now, I'm not giving any predictions or anything as far as what's going to happen with James and Tommy. We all know what they're going to turn into, but we're just admiring the photos that have dropped. And it's good to know that late 26, maybe early 27, we're going to get Origins. We've been all wanting to know, how did we lead up to the OG power? And we're finally getting that gap in between Raising Kanan and OG. Young Tommy, my whole thing is, as long as the acting is good, I know people were saying that James doesn't look like James. They're kids. I don't care about that. As long as the acting is good and I can believe that it's fluent from Raising Kanan going into this and then trying to link up to the OG power. I know the timeline isn't going to be exactly correct, but as long as the acting is good, I'm here for it. I just want to see a good storyline, some good acting, and keep it like Raising Kanan, man. I think that's the best spinoff. So this origin is a whole new galaxy within the universe. You know what I mean? So I want to see how this plays out. I'm excited for it. Of course, we're going to see way more growth from young Kanan because this would be the 6th year that we actually seen him, Makai Curtis. And it's cool to see that. We seen it with Tariq from the OG to having his own spinoff. This is the same with young Kanan. We seen him in book 3. Now we're about to see him have another spinoff that he's into. So we're actually watching these young gentlemen grow up in front of our eyes. And we know that they're going to grow up and be great. I can see that they're headed down the right path. Of course, no one knows exactly what they have ahead of them. But I can believe that these two young men, Makai and Michael Rainey, they have a bright future ahead. Both of the brothers can act, and they got leads at early ages. You know, they didn't wait till they were 30 years old and finally get that lead. They got these in their teens going into their early 20s. So they got the experience behind them, and that's a good thing to have. There you go. The new characters that are going to be in Origins. We got Power Book 4 Force ending with season 3. Power Book 3 Raising Kanan is going to end with season 5. That's probably the completion of the books. And then we jump into Origins and we'll see where it goes from there. I'm not sure how far they'll expand out in the Origins, but I'm pretty sure this will give us 2, maybe 3 seasons out of that. And then hopefully they pick up someone else's origin story, maybe a Rashad Tate, so we can see a police story within the Power universe. That's what I'm really here for. But let me know what you think about this. Does the cast seem solid? And are you looking forward to seeing Origins? I'm J. If you like this kind of content, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let's get to 60,000 subscribers. Thanks for watching. I'm out.